Hello everyone, I have a OU battle here today with my good friend Heaven from our group chat. So yeah, this battle actually is pretty good. It's not too lengthy, it's actually a quick battle, but it is a very good quick battle, as she's gonna have a very walling team over there, very walling team. So she's gonna be leading off with Toxapex. She also has a Blitzy, a Clefable, Valcorona, Landorus, and the Megalopunny. Me myself, I'm gonna be leading off with my Greninja. Also have a Tornadus, have a Ferrothorn, I have a Magerna. So I'm gonna I have two other mons, I forgot those. Sorry. I'm gonna be leading off with my Greninja here, and she's gonna be leading off with Toxapex. And Toxapex really can't do anything to me, and I do have spikes on my Greninja, so I'm gonna go ahead and just hazard stack it up here, as she's gonna go ahead and get up her own toxic spikes. With that being said, I do end up getting up quite a bit of spikes here, as I thought she would maybe go for the toxic, just try to just straight out poison me, just so I can't really stack that much. But she ends up going for the Skull, a burn really doesn't matter to me for Greninjas, just simply because Greninja is a special attacker. So I mean, he does have U-turn on him, but I'm not really concerned about that, because it's more of like a pivoting fast-paced move for me. So she's gonna go for another Skull as I get up my last layer of spikes. I believe I'm gonna switch out here and go into my Ferrothorn. And with that being said, she's actually going to switch out as well after she goes for a Skull. And with my Ferrothorn here, I already got 3 layers of spikes up, so I wanted to go ahead and just might as well get up my Stealth Rocks, because if I have Stealth Rocks and spikes up and 3 layers of spikes up, I'm going to be doing so much damage to her entire team when they switch in, and they're already pretty much wally anyway. She has Clefable, a Blitzy, she has Landorus over there, and this Toxapex. So she's gonna bring in Valcorona, and clearly Valcorona, being bug and fire, is gonna be taking already 50% health from the rocks, but she's gonna be taking even more damage from the 3 layers of spikes. So as she switches in, I'm gonna go ahead and Leech Seed, as I wanted to Leech Seed the Toxapex just to kind of whittle it down a bit. Even though it does have the generator, it's still good to try to chip the Toxapex down, because it is one of those walls that you don't really like to fight. As I actually hate seeing that mon on the other side of the field. So she's gonna actually make a good play here, and I guess predict me into going into Greninja instead of going for the Fury Dance or the Flamethrower. She goes straight for the Giga Drain and pretty much catches my Greninja pretty much offhand as as I switch it in with the Giga Drain and OHKOs it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get my weakness policy here with my Magerna as I try to break down her walls. So she's gonna go ahead and go for the Fury Dance as I bring in my Magerna. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Shift Gear as she activates my weakness policy. And with that being said, it's pretty much on here, so I can go ahead and get a little bit of health back here from the Leech Seed. And after I get a little bit of health back here from the Leech Seed, I kind of didn't want to play around and go for the Flash Cannon, thinking they can just knock her out. That would have been very bad for me if I didn't knock her out. So I wanted to go for the Floor Cannon here. Even though I get back down to neutral, I do get back up to +1 after the Soul Heart, and I still have my Shift Gear going, so I can pretty much outspeed most of her mons now and still kind of break down this wall core like I was saying. So she's gonna bring out Blitzy, and I do have the Aura Spear, so I'm gonna go straight for that, as this after Stealth Rocks and Spikes, there's gonna be a clear 2-hit KO on Blitzy as she goes for the Seismic Toss. That's the only thing she really could do. I'm down to about 29 hit points there, so I'm gonna go for my second Aura Spear and actually knock out her Blitzy. And with that being said, she's gonna be knocked out, and that's one wall that I don't have to deal with now, just because I got my weakness policy and my Shift Gear off. So I kind of wanted to break down her walls a bit here. And at this point, she's gonna bring in her Lopunny, and I thought maybe she can knock me out with a fake out, maybe, but it turns out that she can't. but the following turn she's actually going to switch out. And to be honest, she probably thought that I can maybe outspeed her because of the shift gear, but I actually don't think I can, because I'm running no speed on this Moderna, because it is max health. It's a max health, max special attack, so I really don't have speed on it, so I'm really not actually that fast after one shift gear. So she's actually going to switch out after her fake out and bring in the Toxapex here, as I go straight for the flash cannon after this Toxapex is going to be taking a whole bunch of entry hazard damage. And hazards did play a role in this battle, because yeah, like I said, she has walls over there on every side, physical and defensive. So I should have went for the floor cannon here just to kind of ensure my KO. But I went for the flash cannon thinking I can knock her out, and that kind of cost me here, as I do end up losing my Moderna to the skull here. Toxapex knocks her out. So Moderna did do quite a bit of damage here, break down her walls a bit, and kind of got through her team. So I'm gonna bring in my Mega Medicham here, and I'm gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve. And when I Mega Evolve, I'm gonna go ahead and go straight for the Psycho Cut, because I mean her entire team kind of does not switch in to Medicham very well. So I'm gonna go for the Psycho Cut and just straight knock out this Toxapex. And this is really good, because like I said, this is another wall that's now down. Like facing walling defensive teams are really kind of, it's not a strong point that I have, because I'm really more fast paced and I don't really carry swords dance and nasty plot and stuff like that. So those hazards and Moderna getting the weakness policy actually did help out a lot. So as she does bring in her Clefable, I decided to just go for the Psycho Cut just to get as much damage off as possible, because usually Clefables are more specially defensive. So I just wanted to get off as much damage as possible. In return, she does end up knocking me out with the Moon Blast. After she does knock me out, I'm gonna come out here with my Scarf Blacephalon, my UB Burst, and I'm gonna go straight for the Shadow Ball and knock out this Clefable and get my Beast Boost and get up to +1. After I get up to +1, I'm pretty sure I can knock out. I thought I could knock out Landers, but after she brought it in, I kind of ran the little Calc thing or Majigger or whatever, and I actually could not knock it out, surprisingly. So I went ahead and just switched out here to be on the safe side, because it was a chance, but it wasn't a chance that I was willing to take. So I wanted to switch out into my Tornadus here just in case she goes for the Earthquake. But she actually does end up catching me with the Rock Slide here, and that's actually not all that good, because I do end up losing my Tornadus here, being 2-hit KO on the Landers. So with that being said, I can bring, after my Tornadus does get knocked out, I actually can bring back in my UB Burst. And if you didn't know, I am Scarf, or I think I said that, but I am Scarf, so I can go straight for the Mind Blown, and Mind Blown just does so much damage. A lot of people don't like the move just because it takes away half your health and you only can get 2 off. But at the same time, if you need a KO, go for the Mind Blown, because it does so much damage, like so much damage. With that being said, after I do knock out the Landers, she does end up going for the fake out here, and after she goes for the fake out, she's gonna knock out my Blacephalon easily, just because it really doesn't have a lot of defense at all. With that being said, our last Mons will come out to this Ferrothorn and Lopunny, and after running the Calc, she actually did have a slight chance at maximum damage from high jump kick. She actually could have knocked out my Ferrothorn, which is max HP, max defense. It was like, it had to be a legit max roll. Cause I only lost 6 HP from, I believe, the Scold earlier. But she does unfortunately end up missing, and that will be the victory in my favor because of that miss. And I didn't have Protect, so I couldn't go for that anyway. So that was a good game, very good game to Heaven, who brought out a crazy walling team, which I pretty much had to get that weakness policy off and such, just to get around those walls early on in the battle. So with that being said, if you did like this video, go ahead and leave a like, and there are YouTube videos on the end screen, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another battle.